Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to wherever you all are in the world at this time. This is a short stream. This will be maybe 30-40 minutes, absolute most. We only have a couple of things to talk about, unless anyone has anything specific they want me to bring up. I'm going to be I'm going to be doing this stream for a bit, half an hour, and then I have a bunch of other things I need to go get recorded, so we'll get through this. Sam, keep your stupid comments to the videos I'm posting later, okay? So, we've got a couple of things to talk about. We're going to talk about the streamer Sweet Anita. May have heard of her, may not have heard of her. She's had some controversy in the past for saying some slurs, but she said the slurs due to her. She's got tics. I think she's got Tourette's or something. And yeah, that made her say very horrible things that some people gave her crap about, which was very silly since she can't control what she's actually saying. But yeah, she's being stalked, and the police are apparently not really doing anything about it, so we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to have a quick look at this video Jeffree Star just posted. I think he posted it last night while I was asleep. It's only 10 minutes long, and he's finally breaking his silence and giving his side to everything that's been going on, I suppose. So we're going to look at those two things. So I'm not sure which we'll start with. Maybe we'll just start with Jeffree, since that's probably what people care more about. I feel really lethargic this morning. Very lethargic. Got a bit of acid in my chest as well. I think I drank a glass of orange juice too quickly. Anyway, let's check out this Jeffree Star thing, shall we? Oh look, there's me. Right, let me make sure this is all set up. Okay, so he posted this video called Doing What's Right. And this is his first real statement since any of this drama has gone down with Shane Dawson and all the rest of it. Or the James Charles stuff and Blair White making her video about him. Do I have COVID? Of course I don't. I'm safe. Okay. Let's watch this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Now, I've been silent for a very long time. I know that's very rare for me. I've taken a lot of time to do a lot of self-reflection. Now, in the past, I've been very guilty of speaking out of anger, out of frustration, out of my emotions. I'm so quick to grab my phone and just say whatever is on my mind in that moment without ever really thinking the ramifications of my words, my actions, and for the first time in a very long time, I'm really reflecting on my behavior and mine alone.
So he's saying for the first time in a long time he's reflecting on his own behavior. That's I feel like that's a good thing to say, but it's also a very concerning thing to say, because he's basically saying there that he normally does not reflect on his own behavior, which is quite a concerning thing to say. I'm not sure I like the hair. I'm not sure I'd say his hair's on point. It's a bit odd. It reminds me of like a lollipop. What were they called? Those what's the name of them? Cuppa something? Cuppa, is that it? You know the things I'm talking about. Those little colourful lollipops with a yellow writing on them. I don't know what they're called.
And I've come to a lot of realizations, and it's been really important to actually understand everything that I was a part of, that I did wrong, and really start a new chapter.
Oh, are we going to hear something here of him admitting he did something wrong? Is that what he's saying, or is he just starting off saying this and he's going to flip on that? We'll see. I want to be skinny enough to sit like that without getting pins and needles also. Yeah, that doesn't... I was actually trying to work out how he was sitting there for a second. Is he like kneeling? Is he cross... I can't really tell. It's like he's inside the couch. Like, how big is that couch? It's like a really weird shape, or maybe it's just the angle. That's it. Chuppa chups or something. Yeah, I think that's what they're called. But yeah, it looks like he's just it looks like he doesn't have a lower half of his body. It's like his body just sticking out the couch. It's quite weird.
For myself, I've spent a lot of time realizing why I do certain things and why I do the things that I do. And today, there are no excuses.
No excuses. Okay, Let's see if we can count any excuses he makes, because he said, today there are no excuses. So let's see if there are any.
A year ago, I did a video called Never Doing This Again, and I meant that. And 2020 has been really, really crazy, and I have added to the chaos. When I filmed my video called Never Doing It Again, I meant every word in the video. Did I slip up? Am I human? Have I done some fucked up things? Of course I have. But at the end of the day...
Is that an excuse? Do you not think that's technically an excuse? I'm human. He's saying we all make mistakes, we all fuck up. I'm not saying he's wrong, but do you not think that's technically a little bit of an excuse there? Saying, oh, it's okay to fuck up because we all fuck up. That's a bit of an excuse. Maybe I'm just being a bit pernickety here. Maybe he didn't actually mean that there's no excuses.
Today, once again, I will not be exposing anyone. For everyone saying Jeffree's going to be coming with the receipts and we all need to get ready to forgive, that is the opposite of who I am. I know I'm dramatic, I'm crazy at times, I'm outspoken, but at the end of the day, that is not who I am. And today I will...
What? Wait, I need to go back. Wait a minute.
Ready to forgive, that is the opposite of who I am. I know I'm dramatic, I'm crazy at times. For anyone. For everyone saying Jeffree's going to be coming with the receipts and we all need to get ready to forgive, that is the opposite of who I am. I know I'm dramatic, I'm crazy at times, I'm outspoken, but at the end of the day, that is not who I am.
He's crazy, he's dramatic, but that's not who... I'm a little confused. How is he saying I'm crazy at times, I'm dramatic, but that's not who I am? Is he saying that's just a little part of him, but it's not who he truly is? Is that what he's trying to say? Because I don't believe that.
And today I will not be sitting here showing a million text messages and all these things that allegedly are out there. That's
allegedly.
That's not it. I will not be entertaining it. My lawyers are entertaining it behind the scenes, but I will not be. I know.
I don't believe that. I don't believe there's any lawyers involved. He said he was going to expose all the other dum-dums. Yeah, but it doesn't appear he's actually doing
This
that.
may sound shocking coming from my mouth, but when you accept that you are the problem, you can become the solution. And I've definitely put myself in the victim mentality before when I knew I was wrong and I didn't want to admit it, I wasn't ready to, and I was too insecure. But today, there are no excuses. I'm someone that has impulse control, and I'm fully admitting my flaws, and I hope that people can learn from me. I have moments where I get fired up, I don't think things through, I don't think about how my actions will affect others while I'm saying them. And when you speak from your emotions without fully processing something, it is one of the most unhealthy things, and that is a very major problem of mine.
He's not wrong. That is true. It is for me when I try and address any situation or any problem. What I always try and think in my head. I mean, it's easier said than done. It doesn't always work this way, especially in the heat of the moment when emotions are all firing and are heated. I always try and think to myself, what does this accomplish? What does me saying something here accomplish? What does my action here? What do my words accomplish? And if they don't accomplish something positive in my favor, then I try not to say or do the thing that I was thinking about saying or doing. And as I said, though, obviously it's not as easy as that, because in the heat of the moment, you can't always think rationally. So I do think that's a fair thing to say.
A lot of people want me to address this situation, and a lot of people were putting a...
I don't know why he just keeps saying this situation, and he doesn't actually say what's... It's like he's being very vague on purpose. He's not actually saying what he's talking about. It's my mum's 60th today. Showed her Jeffree without makeup. She got mean in her old age. I don't think I've seen Jeffree without makeup. I know I misspelled the name there. I just missed a key. That's actually quite terrifying. He reminds me of someone. Who does he remind me of? There's someone he reminds me of, but I can't put my finger on it. He looks like someone. I want to think about that.
A time stamp like, Jeffree, you need to speak on this right now. And I think that we live in a world where people are just so used to doing what people want right away, and that's not good either. I think it's been very important to stay off of social media. I haven't been on in weeks. I haven't read anything. I haven't clicked a video. I haven't seen anything. And it's been really...
I don't believe that. Do you guys believe that? Do you believe that he hasn't been on social media in weeks? I don't. I don't believe he hasn't read anything or clicked on things.
About finding myself again and remembering why I'm here and how my actions can affect other people.
I just find it really hard to trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Even if he said something that I knew was entirely true, I would just really struggle to take it on board. My instinct would be to reject it, because the man's just such a liar.
And everyone around me. I know there's a lot of people waiting for me to address this situation. Now, I didn't try to take anyone down. I'm not a villain in a movie. This isn't a Netflix series with a crazy storyline. I know it sounds like it, and trust me, I'm sure I'd watch it as well, but this is my real life. And a lot of things that are happening and being said are false. When someone else tries to take someone else down or their career and it doesn't work, you can't just take a few more down with you. That's not how life works. We have to all take accountability for our own actions and no one else's. And that's what I will continue to do. And if I don't...
Continue to do? I haven't seen him take any accountability yet. I mean, the big thing that people were upset about was the fact that when Tati Westbrook was going after James Charles, Jeffree Star came out on Twitter saying he had all these receipts, he was going to be posting these receipts, he had all these receipts proving that James Charles was a sexual predator. That never happened, and later he actually backed off and said, I'm above this, I'm not going to post these receipts, and later on went on to appearing to be friendly and being friends with James Charles publicly. A lot of people then saw that as one of two things. Either he's lying about the entire thing, he's lying about having all these receipts, and obviously that means he is not above being, making up false accusations against someone like that, which is a horrible, disgusting thing. Or the other alternative is that he does have these receipts, but for some reason he doesn't want to put them out there and will still continue to then be friends and be friendly with someone he accused of being a predator, someone he knows is a predator because he has these receipts. And I'm not sure which one's worse. The fact that he clearly makes up accusations against someone to try and ruin their life without any evidence, or the fact that he's happy to be friends with someone like that and just ignore and not share and help potential victims of this person. I'm not sure which one of those two things is worse, but none of them look good. Jeffree was always ugly on the outside and inside. Petty Page just released a vid showing that he claimed to have been jailed 3 times for assault, and she got his police records and he lied. He's never been to jail in his life. He does seem like that kind of person. I mean, people keep saying all over YouTube comments like, oh, Jeffree's like this YouTube mob boss. He's like this guy and he's got dirt on everyone and people are scared of him and all the rest of it. And I don't see it, but that's just me. Maybe other people see something I don't, but I see this guy and I get an impression that he is the kind of person to build himself up as this big tough guy, the way you're saying, like, oh, I've been to jail for this and that, and I can believe that. I might check out the Petty Page video later just to have a look. I'm not someone who keeps up to date with all of this beauty community stuff in general. I don't really pay that much attention to it other than the big parts of it, but it's all a bit crazy to me. Hello, person whose name I can't pronounce because it's in a language I don't know.
Please fucking remind me. Now, I know that I've had a very hard time doing that in the past, and that will not be happening again. Now, did I mix myself up in drama? Did I speak on things I shouldn't have speak on? Of course I did. Did I believe certain things instead of asking the source? Did I...
Beliefs there... Right, he's being too vague here. That's my issue with this. That's my biggest issue with this entire thing. Even if he was being 100% genuine, which I don't believe he is, he's being too vague. He's not actually saying, this is what I'm accused of, or this is what I did, and that is wrong. Instead, he is saying the thing, or I believed certain things, instead of actually saying, because people who know what this video is all about, people who know what he's talking about, people who have followed it since the start and who have been involved, they know exactly what he's talking about. We can at least assume what he's talking about. But when he's so vague like this, it's really strange, and I I can't take it seriously when you're being so vague like this.
Get caught up in the hype? Did I do dumb shit? And did I...
Okay, did you do dumb shit? Yes, he's admitting he did dumb shit. But what dumb shit are you admitting to? The dumb shit that we think he did is not necessarily the things that he thinks is dumb of him to do. We need him to say, I did A, B, and C, those things were wrong. D, E, and F, I also did those things, and I don't think those were wrong. We need an actual breakdown. We need him to be specific. And you see this a lot with people who make apology videos. And it's, or this isn't really an apology video, is it? But it's an accountability video, maybe. But you see this a lot with people who make these types of videos, and they're not actually taking accountability for anything. They're saying, yeah, I've done some bad things, and I've messed up, and we're all human, and I take full accountability, full responsibility for this, and I've done bad things. The end. If you were making a genuine video here, taking accountability, you would say, hi guys, if you don't know, well, I did this, I did that, there's this other situation going on where I did this and I shouldn't have done those things, I take full responsibility and I'm sorry for that. That's how you should do a video like this. You shouldn't be so vague, you should be specific and point to what you've actually done wrong rather than just saying, I did bad things. I wonder if it's to maintain plausible deniability. That's the only reason I can see for being vague. I mean, that's probably part of it as well. I mean, if you don't specifically say, oh, I did that, I did this, then you're not really being held accountable because you're not actually admitting to anything specific. You're just saying, yeah, I did some bad things. And as I just said, it means that your impression, your idea of what's a bad thing is not necessarily the same as what everyone else sees as a bad thing. All these people taking inspiration from Jenna, you're getting it so wrong. Jenna's video was very authentic. I thought her video was very authentic, and I felt bad for her. When I watched Shane's video, I didn't think it was authentic. When I watched this video, I do not think it's authentic. There's just a different feel to them entirely.
Not just simply call James Charles and ask questions myself, 100%. And that is my fault. I would like to personally apologize to James Charles for the words that I've said and for my actions. If I was...
Okay, so he's getting a little bit more specific. He's mentioning James Charles by name. He's saying, I would like to apologize for the words I've said and for my actions. But again, that's vague. We don't know if he said words to him behind the scenes. We don't know all the words being said. What words specifically are you apologizing for? For falsely accusing him of something? Is that what you're apologizing for? If so, then why don't you make that clear? Say, I'm sorry for falsely accusing you of this thing without any evidence. Is that what you're sorry for? Because if so, you need to make that clear.
Was really close with someone, I should have had the ability to just simply call them and ask and say, hey, these were the things that were being said to me. Instead, I didn't. I let people really gas me up, get me going behind the scenes, and I really fell.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse. He's deferring the responsibility here onto other people that he's not even naming. He's saying, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm taking full accountability. But these people behind the scenes, I let them rile me up and get me angry. That's an excuse. You've said twice in this video you're not going to be giving excuses. That is an excuse. You're displacing the responsibility here. You're passing the accountability off to unnamed people behind the scenes.
For a lot of things, and I got caught up in the hype. It's disgusting, it's awful, and none of it should have happened. So James, I am truly sorry for my actions and my behavior. 2020 has been very tumultuous for a lot of us. It has been a very crazy year, and I think that James and myself and anyone involved would agree with me that there are way bigger issues happening on this planet. I know
there are bigger issues happening on this planet, correct. Condude246, next video on my Rag Reynolds channel. I will have one up today. This will be unpopular, but I feel Shane tried to be funny and failed, but Jeffree tried to be shady and mean but outdid himself. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
I know that some people may, Jeffree, you're just saying this as a distraction. Jeffree, no. Reality is here, and makeup, drama, and beauty, community, gossip, and tea, it may be entertainment for you, And it used to be for me, but it's my life and it's their lives. And right now, outside of our walls, our world is falling apart. And it's truly shocking. So I'm not going to give you an expose of the beauty community. I'm not going to end anyone today. I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I've never committed a crime before, and I've never...
This is really silly. This is really silly. He's essentially sitting and saying, I will not be exposing bad things that these people have done because other worse things are happening in the world right now. I always think that's a really ridiculous thing to say. I always think it's really silly to say, we cannot be upset about this, we cannot expose this because something worse is happening over there. Why don't you do both? It's not like it's taken up all your day. You can make this video saying, this person did this bad thing, this person did this bad thing, this person does this bad thing. And you can also then go, after you finish that video, and go talk about the other bad things that are happening in the world as well. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It doesn't have to... The police don't say, okay, we can't go prosecute this murderer because we're busy taking down a child sex trafficking ring. They don't choose between the two things. They do both. And I think it's the same here. You can do both things. You don't need to just talk about one or the other. You can talk about both, even in the same video if you want.
Been to jail. It's been hard to process a lot of what is being said, but involving this situation, I would just like to say that James Charles, I'm very sorry.
I don't. Right, you're saying he seems to like the sort of person who would film a video to appease his own conscience rather than for the right reasons. I'm not sure that's true. I don't think he would do it for either of those reasons. I don't get the impression that he has much of a conscience. Aren't there multiple videos of people saying they got blackmailed by him? Yeah, there are people who are saying that he has blackmailed others. I don't even know.
Anything else that you guys want to know, it will never be spoken about. You can ask other people. I, just like last year, have fully removed myself. And did I get swept up into the bullshit again? Of course I did. And for that, I'm forever embarrassed of. Now, Breonna Taylor still has no justice. Black trans women are being murdered every day and the news is silent. Elijah McClain has no justice. And
why is he... Right. You can speak about this stuff all you want. It's important to speak about. I don't care if you want to speak about it or not. Your choice. It's important to speak about it. But he's basically saying, let's stop talking about me and this drama I'm involved in because all these other worse things are happening out there in the world. That's the impression I'm getting here. I think this is poor taste, and I think it's terrible that he's trying to use this as a way to move people on, essentially.
And the countless other people who are murdered every single day while everyone just goes about their business like nothing's happening. And I think that drama and the beauty world, which I have definitely been a part of, it all has to stop. Now, 6 months ago, before COVID and everything hit our world, it was such a different place for all of us. And including myself, it's really time to reflect on the big picture. Now, Shane Dawson. He is one of my best friends and someone who helped me remember who I am when I was starting to crack and lose focus of who I...
I'm actually surprised to learn that he's taking Shane's side. I thought you would actually pile on Shane, so I'll give credit where credit's due. Kudos to you. Good job sticking by someone for the first time in your life.
Really was. He is genuine, amazing, he is selfless, and he is one of the most kind people that I've ever met in my entire world. I know that Shane would put his family and friends before himself in a flash. Now, did Shane and I get caught up in the drama and do some dumb shit? Of course we did. But that is my best friend, and I was actually truly shocked that people thought that I was going to distance myself from him or that my silence was anything but support. I know Shane from now. I don't know Shane from 10 years ago, and he doesn't know me from 10 years ago. Now, do I agree with Shane's past actions? Of course I don't. And does he agree with my past behavior? Of course he doesn't. I know the amazing person that he is today, and you don't abandon your friends. I know a lot of people have said, Jeffree, you've had a lot of time.
You know, that's, as much as I don't like Jeffree, and I think that the stuff with Shane is quite troublesome, I think that was maybe the first good thing Jeffree has said. I think that's the first reasonable thing he's actually said in this entire video. That may be the only thing. Yeah, he did. So it's hard to take any of this seriously coming from Jeffree because of his past and whatever. But I think he actually seemed genuine there, is what I'm saying. I think he seemed genuine in what he was saying there. It's the only time in this entire video that I think he actually seemed like he was speaking like his truth, like he was being genuine to what was going on. Did he also... No, wrong thing. What's up, Uncle Rag? This video's up. Apparently. How long have I been doing this? 26 minutes? Ugh. Let's get through this.
Tumultuous friendships in the beauty world. Yes, I 100% have, but in reality, I have a lot of amazing...
He's revenged porn people. We've learned that from Liam's video. I'll need to watch Liam's video. I've not been keeping up too much. I just saw this video was uploaded, so I thought, hey, let's watch it. Let's jump on stream and check this video out because I haven't been paying attention for a good few days.
Real people behind the scenes, and I'm forever grateful for those people who always remind me of who I am, because lately, I definitely was slipping. Now, what me and Shane accomplished together, business-wise, I hope that it inspires anyone out there that wants to start a business, that is an entrepreneur, or who is afraid to get off their feet. Because remember, I used to be homeless and work at the...
Thank you for the super chat, Condude246. I appreciate that. Are you going to start uploading on Storyfire? I don't know. Maybe. I'll consider it. And hey, right, I thought... I've still not fixed that stupid little zombie on the screen. That should be a picture of a steak. That should be a steak. I don't know why it's a stupid little zombie. I would not be surprised to learn there's some sort of ring with Davy, Jeffree, and Shane. I'm not convinced that Shane is part of that. I wouldn't be surprised if Davy and Jeffree were. The Shane stuff is definitely problematic. It's definitely something worth speaking about, but I'm not quite at the stage where I'm ready to say, yeah, this guy is an actual predator or anything. I'm not quite... I mean, yeah, I'll completely agree that everything that's happened is terrible and shouldn't have happened, but I'm not quite at the stage where I'm ready to be as severe as that.
Mall, and I really just said, you know what, I want to create my own vision, and that's what I did, and he has always believed in me. All right, now, no matter what narrative anyone tries to spin of me, I am so fucking proud to own an inclusive makeup company. Since I opened my doors in 2014, I have created products for everyone. Any product, shade, or formula I've created.
Where did this come from? 1 minute ago we're talking about all this drama and whatever, and now he's bringing up how inclusive his company is? What?
It has worked for any race, gender, and most importantly...
Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to speak.
I have created products for everyone. Any product, shade, or formula I've created has worked for any race, gender, and most importantly, I want you guys to remember that all beauty matters. And from the very first ad of my company, I have always shown people of color and anyone, no matter what size your body are or what gender you are accepted in Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I know a lot of people try to deter from my message, and sometimes I've deterred it myself through negativity and drama, but that won't be happening anymore. I will always use my platform and my voice for good. Now, I remember when brands were making 10 concealers and 15 foundation shades, and they thought that that was correct. I remember speaking up very loudly to my peers and other people in this industry saying that it was wrong, and I got a lot of shit for it, but I always stuck up for what's right, and I always will. When huge corporations have stolen from small brands, I was the first one to speak up very loudly. Now, sometimes it can be misconstrued for drama, or tea, or being sarcastic. Just human beings, and we're all going through a world. But what's coming next is one of my most exciting projects ever, and I can't wait. August is going to be very exciting. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening to my words.
Whatever. What? Really? Really? Did that really... I can't believe he turned this thing where he's supposed to be taking accountability, where in reality he didn't really take accountability. He turned that into how inclusive and how great his company is with the makeup product. I can't believe that guy. I thought he was actually hitting an okay note towards the end there, about halfway through. He was not a good note. It was at least a reasonable note for Jeffree Star standards. And then he just completely bombed and my lord. My lord. Okay, I'm done with Jeffree. Let's have a quick look at this Sweet Anita stuff. So, Sweet Anita is a Twitch streamer. She has I think she has Tourette's or something, I said earlier. She's got some sort of tics with her speech and whatever. And she'd been in trouble in the past for using slurs because her tics made her say these slurs. So the people who were trying to cancel her and whatever for that in the past, they were obviously nonsense. Nonsense. She can't help what she's saying, so that was a lot of crap. But yeah, recently she's been getting stalked. She's been posting updates on her Twitter because this guy has been stalking her. This guy here. I'll kill you soon. Not with the cheap kitchen knife I had last time. No, I'm going to bring something special for you. This guy has been at her house. He stated this publicly last stream. Last time he left messages like this, he sat outside my house waiting for me to come out all day, then followed me to a shop. When I asked if he was armed, he silently smirked and then chased me. 2 men had to grab him so I could escape. That is terrifying. I showed the police their screenshot, they have his details, and know what he has done to me. They said they might be able to chat with me about it tomorrow. An update, I reported this yesterday morning. They told me they would call me about it today. They didn't. They said they might get back to me tomorrow. And then we have here, the police came, advised me to lock my doors and call 999 if he shows up again. Neither knew what doxing is, that it is a crime, or what live streaming is. It would appear that no further action is being taken. I have to wait for him to harm me again before they will take action. To those offering to call my local police department, that would give away my location publicly and invite more harm. That would just turn my many stalkers online into IRL ones. It honestly feels as though there's nothing to be done. The officers who came also asked why I didn't just quit making content. We all get stalkers. The problem is not content creators, it's stalkers. I was thinking, sure, I'll just quit and take up telesales or work in a nursery. That'll work with Tourette's. Meanwhile, when I'll go to your house the next time, you're going to die. Then your buns. I think I should said burns. And then your mum. People keep asking why I don't have a gun. I have sporadic severe motor tics. I can't be trusted with a hot cup of coffee, let alone a gun. Guns are not easy to get in the UK. People have them, but it's rare. If my stalker could get a gun easily, I would already be dead. People ask why I can't move. Finding a place to rent is hard when you have animals. Few places will take me. I care for my mum and need to live near her. My town is small enough that he'd be able to spot me and follow me home while shopping. Moving takes months. Doxing seconds. People ask why I won't get a dog. My answer is that I feel we are responsible for our pet safety. If you buy a pet to put them between you and danger, you shouldn't have one. I'm responsible for my safety and anyone dependent on me, including my pets. People ask why I don't get a restraining order. He started stalking, chasing, assaulting because he doesn't respect the law. Why would a piece of paper stop him? He has been charged with stalking, but wasn't put away. I wonder whether he'll kill me before anyone takes this seriously. Will it even make a difference? Will anything change? Should it be an expectation for us to lay our lives on the line just to entertain you? How many entertainers will lose our lives before it's taken seriously? I'm here right now and I'll be at your house in 15 minutes and everything is going to happen on live stream. That is a ride. That is... Oh, I wasn't showing any of this, was I? Here are the tweets. I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen. No one told me I wasn't sharing my screen. They're all here if anyone wants to go check out these tweets themselves. But yeah, this is terrifying. The police are apparently not really doing anything here. The police just seem to not really care. Yeah, I didn't realize no one could see what I was reading there. Forgot I'd switched it back to just me. Didn't have my screen up there as well. But yeah, that's horrible. I honestly don't know what you can do in a situation like that. There isn't really much you can do. It's terrifying to think that someone can just stalk you so easily, especially if you live in a small town like she says she does. I hope it gets resolved before she dies. Don't know what else there is to say. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. I've got other things to go record for my other channel. I'm going to record 4 other videos today, so I'll hopefully be back with the stream soon. It has been a little while. It's been a bit longer than I wanted it to be. I think it's been like 10 days since I did my last stream, so I'll try and make the next one not as long in between. Hope you're all doing well. Have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.